Hey, Tony Gas here. Now, listen, just popping in. Something I want to touch on real quick before my next coaching session. And it's something that comes up quite often. And a client reminded me, okay, I only got 12 minutes. Client reminded me about this, and I want you to understand this. And I'm going to tell you from a married man perspective, okay? This ain't from one of these single relationship coaches, even though they will say the same thing most likely. This coming from a married man perspective. Understand this right here. If a married man cheats, he is only going to cheat with low-hanging fruit. And what I mean by low-hanging fruit is I don't mean that the branch on the tree is hanging low. I mean you done fell off and he picking you up off the ground. That's what he gonna deal with. The reason why a man is going to choose a woman that he think is low-hanging fruit is because she's not going to ask too many questions. She's not going to require too much of him. She's not gonna look too deeply into what he's telling her. She's going to have sex outside of marriage, and she's going to believe the lies that he's telling her. So you have to realize that if a man is married, meaning even if he is separated, living alone, but he is still on paper, that woman is his wife. She owns him. She has his heart. His allegiance is to her. I don't care if he never sees her. He don't see her because she don't want to see him. So if he is dealing with you and you are on the side, you are the other woman, he sees you as a disposable piece of trash. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it. There is no exceptions to the rule. There is no other way around it. He sees you as a piece of trash. Point blank, period. This has nothing to do with you not talking to him out of respect for his wife. This has everything to do with you not talking to him out of respect for yourself. Because a good man, if he goes through a divorce, and it's possible for anybody to go through a divorce because it may not even be the man's fault. He may be having to divorce her because she cheated on him. So things like that happen. But even in that case, a good man is not going to bring another woman into the fold and ask her to be a side piece and wait on him until he gets a divorce. He's going to tell her, listen, I'm married on paper. I'm going through a divorce. I don't want you to wait around. It's not fair to you because you're a beautiful woman. You're an amazing person, and you could attract somebody tomorrow. So I'm going to finalize this here divorce, and I'm going to reach out to you when it's finalized. And if you are available, then hopefully we can rekindle. And if you are in a relationship, I respect it 100%. You deserve love. That's what a good man gonna do. A man with character and integrity is never going to bring a woman into the fold, into the mix, if he is still married. Even if he's separated, he's not gonna do it because it's selfish. And if you are a woman and you are willing to date a man, and even worse, sleep with a man, whether that's oral or intercourse, if you're willing to do anything with a man, he has no other choice but to see you as a piece of trash. He's going to look down on you. He's not going to trust you. He's not going to love you. He's not going to respect you. Because one thing that he knows is he knows that a woman who loves herself and values herself will never allow herself to be the other woman. She will never allow herself to be in a situation where she is talking to a married man who is married on paper and can go back to his wife in at any time without having to jump through no hoops and hurdles because he's still technically married. See, it's different if she talked to a divorced man. Yes, he's capable of going back to his ex-wife, but he got to go and start all over, and he got to get remarried and all of that. So the woman sees like, this divorce is real. This divorce on paper, I could look it up in the court records or what have you. And so that's what I want women to understand is y'all got to start having more love and self-respect for yourself. You got to love yourself more and stop playing around. Stop playing in the middle and both ends, and stop allowing yourself to settle for half of a man. If you are a woman, you deserve a whole man. Point blank, period. And if you are a half of a woman, you're gonna settle for half of a man. But if you claim to be a whole woman, you're not going to settle for half of a man. So understand that if a man is married, he half of a man. Now, if a man is dating, he's not married, then that's something totally different, because now the woman he talking to, every woman he talking to is equal, because unless he got a child with one of the women. But outside of that, every woman is equal, because now he can go to option A, option B, option C. So that's nice. It's every woman for herself. But once a man get married, he locked into that woman. He locked into that woman, and it now costs him time and money to get out of that marriage. And a lot of men have no intentions of leaving. And the reason why men get a woman on the side is for something new, something different. Just, it's kind of like wearing different clothes. You know, to a man, it's like wearing different clothes. It's like getting a new car. It's like when you get a rental car, you got a loaner car. Like right now, I got a loaner car. Man, feel good getting that loaner car while my other car is in the shop. Getting that loaner, get a different smell of that leather, different ride, you know, different look, different feel, different technology. Thing feel good. And so that right there is why men cheat, for something new, something different. They get tired of the monotony, the same old, same old. And then a lot of times marriages get stale, and the woman always got a headache. She always got a stomach ache. She always tired. So the man say, okay, I'm going to go get me this little side piece over here who, you know, hiding ready like Little Caesar. And she got that thing jumping and popping, and she ready to come off something. And then he able to just pop over there, go ahead, knock it out, then come on back to his wife. And that's what they be doing. And so as a married man, I see it. I understand it. I know why they doing it. But the thing is they lack purpose. And it ain't even purpose, because some men have purpose. Like Martin Luther King, he had purpose. But they lack a fear and a reverence for God. They don't have a real foundation. See, the reason why I don't cheat, it ain't about my wife. Because, see, I'm getting ready to be in another country. I'm going to be in Manchester, England for a couple of weeks. Then I'm going to be in London, England for a couple of weeks. So while I'm over there, boop, boop, I can slip around, find my little son. Right? But guess what? Who could see me? God. Who do my blessings come from? God. So, yeah, I could cheat on my wife, but I ain't just cheating on my wife. I would be cheating on myself, cheating on my two sons, and cheating on God. So it's far greater. And then, guess what? You can only do it for so long before you get caught. And you also never know what type of woman you laying down with. That woman could be psychotic. That woman could be pathological. That woman could be out her rabbit mind, and she say, okay, yeah, you think you finna sleep with me and just walk off, just ride off into the sunset with your wife? Absolutely not. Here go this knife blade in your chest, boom, or in your bike. Here go this expose online on the blog. Some women, they'll call your wife and show her all the texts, all the pictures, everything. You never know who you about to lay down with. See, this type of stuff I think about. See, a lot of these men that is squirrels, they chasing a nut. And there's a lot of squirrels die chasing a nut. They run across the road and get hit by a F-150. But see, I ain't no squirrel. So I'm not finna be chasing no nut. Because I know you could lose your life. And I gotta ask myself, is it worth it? But see, a lot of men don't do that. They don't think about losing their children. All they think about is that little nut. They ain't thinking about, because think about it like this. If I cheat on my wife and I get caught cheating on my wife, you know who else gonna hate me in addition to my wife? My two sons gonna hate me.